Welcome to the 5 voices, creating a chorus of engagement. Imagine, if you would, a conductor in a room facing a quintet of musicians. The conductor's job is to listen and direct the musicians into a worthy and moving performance. The problem, however, is that each player has an entirely different sheet of music in front of them. When the performance begins, the quintet fills the room not with music, but a kind of dreadful noise. The conductor quickly realizes that leading the musicians in such a way is impossible, and for good reason. Neurological science has shown that the human brain is incapable of focusing on 2 things at once. So no conductor on Earth is going to be able to direct 5 different musicians playing 5 different pieces of music at the same time. The so-called music grinds to a stop. The natural temptation for each soloist, irked by the cacophony of noise, is to retreat into the smaller, soundproof practice rooms nearby. There, they can each silo themselves away from the others and focus on their particular parts in relative peace. So this is what they do, and the reprieve for the conductor is refreshing at first. Besides, the conductor rationalizes, I can simply visit each room in turn and direct the musicians individually. Convinced of the soundness of this new approach, the conductor travels to each small room and conducts each musician and their unique instrument one at a time. Only there's a problem. That isn't the conductor's job. Their job is to conduct the entire quintet and turn their collective work into something of value. Stuck in a soundproof room, the conductor has no idea what's happening in the other 4. The only solution is to get the quintet playing from the same piece of music and lead them as one. The conductor knows there's something magical that happens when individual parts come together into harmony, and the whole becomes greater than the sum of its parts. Or in other words, what starts as noise turns into music. So too with organizations. Leaders, like conductors, have been given the responsibility to direct their respective teams. But too often, the various players start out in disharmony and retreat to their silos to do their own work. The organizational leader, as conductor, must then bring the musicians back together and harmonize the disparate parts into a single cohesive whole. In almost every organization, there are 5 voices that form the quintet. They are the voice of the organization, the voice of the market, the voice of the customer, the voice of the leader, and the voice of the employee. In many organizations, this siloing of voices is too common. Here you will revisit your role as a conductor, recognizing that leaders typically excel at hearing and directing one voice at a time, but can become challenged when working with them all at once. But like the conductor, you can learn to hear the various voices and orchestrate the harmony through, with, and between them, and as a result, achieve better performance, engagement, and customer loyalty.